Not all exercise is suitable for everyone. To reduce the risk of injury, consult your doctor before participating in this or any other exercise program. If you feel any pain, discomfort, or dizziness, do not continue. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise and instruction herein.
Welcome to Power Yoga, Mind and Body. My name's Adrienne Reed. Our theme for today, balancing poses. We're already having a lot of fun on the set. I hope you have a lot of fun today at home. This is kind of a challenging class. When you're ready, let's stand on up, guys. So let's make it a fun class. Balancing poses are a little hard. Don't get frustrated, just laugh, have a little fun. So we're actually gonna stand here. I want you to draw the tops of your thighs upward, tuck your tailbone slightly, hollow your lower belly. Inhale, bring your shoulders up, and exhale, roll them back and down, and try and keep that nice balanced stance. From there, go ahead and close your eyes, and just go for a couple of breaths there. Really calming your breath, relaxing your body. You should be in a nice, perfectly balanced spinal stance. So you're not standing up muscularly, you're balancing skeletally. And see if you can just lean forward slightly into your toes with your eyes still closed, and then lean back onto your heels and just rock back and forth, just slightly. You may need to open up your eyes. You may notice as you have your eyes closed, it makes your balancing poses a little more difficult. Nice job. When you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes. We're going right into Warrior 3, guys. We're gonna go a whole bunch of different methodologies to get into Warrior 3, so a lot of Warrior 3 today, Virabhadrasana 3. First one, go ahead and take a medium step back with your left leg. We're gonna inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. As you draw your torso downward, kick your left heel upward. So shift your weight to your right leg, come down with your torso, and come up with your left leg. You're trying to keep your hips nice and square. So Kristen, roll that hip down for me. You're lengthening back heel to fingertips. Let's go 3 more breaths on that side. Pick a focal point, fix your gaze. In every balancing pose, the calmer you are with your breath, the clearer you are with your mind, the easier the pose is. Exhale, draw your torso up, come on up, shake that out a little bit. Same thing, other side. So when you're ready, sweep your arms upward, medium step back with your right leg, left leg is forward. Shift your weight to your left leg as you lower down with your torso. Come up with your right leg. So again, Virabhadrasana 3, sorry Jace. Relax in that, enjoy that pose. Try and keep your hips nice and square toward the mat. So don't let that right hip roll up. Lengthening back heel to fingertips. And exhale, come on up, release, shake that out a little bit. Beautiful. We're gonna take a big step back with your left leg. We're gonna float right into Warrior 1. So arms are coming up overhead. Let's go 2 good breaths there. I want this to be a really deep lunge. So fall into that front knee, sink downward with your hips. We're going 2 more breaths there, beautiful. So warming up through the legs a little bit before we get into this series. After your second breath, sweep forward with your torso. See if you can leave your arms up overhead. Lengthen back heel to fingertips. Let's go 2 deep breaths there. Beautiful. And then shift your weight to your right leg. See if without touching your foot or your hand, you can kick right up, Warrior 3. That's a tough one. Lengthen again, back heel to fingertips. Keep those hips nice and square. Smile in this pose. This is a hard one. If you fall, no worries. Just go right back into it with a calm breath, with a quiet mind. Inhale, bend your front knee, drop back with your left foot, look up, sweep up, arch back, and exhale, step on up to the front of your mat. Shake that out a little bit. Same thing other side when you're ready. So let's take a nice deep lunge with your left leg forward. So Warrior 1 to start. I want this to be a really deep stance. You know where we're trying to go with this. So sink downward with your hips, fall into your knee, relax into that stretch. Exhale, go ahead and fall forward with your torso, so let it rest right on top of your left thigh. Lengthening back heel to fingertips. Give me 1 more deep breath there. And then when you're ready, shift your weight to your left leg, kick up with your right heel. Beautiful, everybody, better on that side. Lengthen back heel to fingertips. That's a tough transition. Nice on balance. We're going 2 more breaths there. Beautiful. Just keep the foundation pose, so keep those hips nice and square. Lengthen back heel to fingertips. When you're ready, inhale, bend your left knee, drop back with that foot. Inhale, look up, arch back. And exhale, come on up, step on up to the front of your mats. Shake that out a little bit. One last way to get into Warrior 3, so one last round of that. We're gonna take a medium step back with your left leg. You can either go into grasping your elbows or reverse namaste. Inhale, look up. I want you to take a nice arch back. Exhale, go ahead and fall forward. Stop halfway. Make sure your hips are square, your spine is long, and then go ahead and drop the rest of the way down. We're just gonna get 3 good breaths in a forward fold here. Again, square your hips. The beautiful part about approaching Virabhadrasana 3 in this position is you're already in a nice square hipped stance, so it really does help to change that pose up. When you're ready, draw your torso up just slightly, bend your right knee, kick your left heel up. Come on back up, Warrior 3 again, last time. Fabulous. Keep that squareness through your hips. So roll your left hip down, lengthen back heel to the crown of your head. If you want to throw arms into the mix, draw your elbows together if you're in reverse namaste. Exhale, bend your right knee, drop that left foot back, legs are straight. Inhale with a flat back, come on up, look up, arch back. Exhale, step on up to the front of your mat. Shake it out a little bit. Same thing, other side when you're ready. Medium step back with your right leg. Left leg is forward. Hands go to elbows grasped or reverse namaste. Inhale, look up, arch back slightly. And exhale, go ahead and fall forward there. Let's get a couple deep breaths in that forward fold again. Let this be about squaring through the hips to really let yourself get into that nice foundation. So back with your left hip, forward with your right. We're gonna go 1 more breath in that forward fold. Very nice, Tina. And then after that breath, draw your torso up slightly, bend your left knee, kick your right heel right up. Virabhadrasana 3, one last time. Beautiful. Square through the hips. Long back heel to the crown of your head. Try and open through your elbows to introduce your upper body into that as well. Inhale, bend your left knee, drop your right heel down, look up, take a nice arch back, upper only. And exhale, step on up to the front of your mat, shake that out a little bit. We're gonna drop down into a squat position. So you guys can go about mid-mat. You don't have to be right up toward the front of your mat because we're gonna extend our legs forward in this one. When you're ready, go ahead and drop down. You can drop your hands to the mat. You can either go on your toes or you can go flat-footed. It is more difficult on your toes. You do what feels good for you. Hands are gonna sweep up to namaste. Try and get your shoulders right over your hips. Your hands are in prayer. Let's go 4 good breaths there. So you're nice and tall through the torso, sitting, sit bones to heels. Beautiful. From there, you can either stay on your toes or flatten to your feet. We're gonna drop your hands down to the mat. You're gonna extend your right leg forward. If you can, sweep your hands back to namaste. I'm gonna drop my heel and go to that, guys. Beautiful. So nice for strength, nice for stamina, nice for flexibility, nice for balance. Looking good, Cody. We're going 2 more breaths there. Beautiful. You guys, these are hard poses. Smile, enjoy them, laugh through them. No worries. Don't be uptight. That's the way. Exhale, sweep your foot in. If your hands are up in prayer, see if you can tuck it in without touching the mat. Did you do that? I'm so proud of you. Hands drop back down to the mat. Left leg comes forward. Come on up. So left leg sweeps forward. Find your balance. If you can, bring your hands back to namaste. You got it. That heel comes up as high as it'll go, shoulders over hips. Smile through this one. This is a hard one. And if you can, tuck your leg back in without touching the mat. Beautiful. Let's get a little more difficult. So once again, drop your hands down to the mat. We're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. If you can, hands come to namaste. Whew, that's a hard one. Smile, guys, laugh, enjoy that. You all look so serious. Going 2 more breaths on that side. This is really nice for opening through your hip, opening through your groin, finding your balance. Exhale, go ahead and release that. Same thing, other side. So when you're ready, left ankle crosses over your right knee. If you can, hands come to namaste. Kristen, yes, that's the way. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on, guys, challenge yourself. Try and bring your hands up. It's okay to fall. Yes, Cody. And exhale, go ahead and release. Go ahead and drop to your hips on the mat and shake that out a little bit, straighten up your legs. If you want, you can roll to your back and float to happy baby, or bend your knees and pull them in toward your chest. A reminder for those that don't know what happy baby is, go ahead and fall into that for me, Kristen. You bring your ankles above your knees, grab your feet, and then rock side to side gently with that way, which is a release through your hips as well. Let's go 2 more breaths there. Either knees in towards your chest, sitting in a comfortable seated position, or rocking back and forth in happy baby. Beautiful. From there, when you're ready, come on up to a seated position. So lay your legs flat on the mat, draw your arms overhead, and use the strength your arms and abs come up to sitting, which nobody here did, so you're gonna lay back down again. Arms come overhead, use the strength your arms and abs come on up to sitting. You guys know we gotta get some ab work in here. Come on up to standing whenever you're ready. All right, let's do some work with a pose called crow. And we're going to talk about a couple methodologies to get into crow. Crow is, for those that are unfamiliar with that pose, is this. Jason, actually, why don't you hit it, because I can probably explain it better showing someone. There are 2 different methodologies for floating into crow. Go ahead and drop out. One is to have your knees right on top of your elbows and lower into it from down below. Second way is to bring your knees right up into your armpits and come from up above. So you're gonna do whichever of those feels good for you. So when you're ready, guys, drop your hands down to the mat, and you should be about mid-mat. So Kristen, you may wanna step back a little bit. If you're working at home, you can put a pillow, a blanket, or something in front of you, so if you fall, you have something to fall into. When you're ready, float on up crow. So knees are either on your elbows or in toward your armpits. See if you can touch your big toes together. Beautiful. We got people shaking, smiling, having a good time here on the set. We're going 2 more breaths. Come on, Steph. And exhale, come on out. Shake that out a little bit. Release, I know. No pressure, no pressure. All right, from there, we're gonna do that 1 more time. If you're feeling good, and I'm one of those feeling good kind of people, Jason, I know you are too. When you're ready, we're going down dog, and we're gonna try and jump forward to crow. If you do not wanna try that, guys, just go back into crow for me. So that is completely optional. This is one of those crazy sort of fun things to do. Jason, go ahead and show that for me. So you go into down dog, look forward, jump forward into crow. Of course, I put pressure on you, so we couldn't do it. That's the way. Hard to do. That's a really challenging thing. The people on the set are looking at us like, oh dear goodness. Beautiful. So give it a shot a few times. If you fall, that's all right. It's kind of fun to try. And if you're feeling really crazy, after crow, kick your legs straight. See if you can go right back into plank. Yes. Boy, we're feeling good today. When you're ready, lay down flat on your stomach. Relax a couple of breaths, guys. So these balancing poses are really fun to do, I think. And it's really nice that you also get an opportunity to kind of work through a pose without paying too much attention to form, without worrying too much about everything being in the perfect place. You're just really engaging core, working through your upper body, and trying to just find your balance there. So I think that's a really interesting way to approach a pose. When you're ready, we're gonna go into Bhujangasana, guys, one of my favorite names. So come on back up to a seated position. I know we've done this in some other classes. You're gonna go into a down dog position. Have that down dog position be kind of toward the back end of your mat, so you're mid-mat with your hands if you can. Okay? From there, we're gonna inhale. You're in like a soft down dog here. You don't have to be too aggressive with your down dog. We're gonna inhale, look between your hands, and then exhale, you're gonna jump forward with your feet. Try and have your feet go past your hands. You're gonna bend your elbows, sit right on top of your elbows, and if you can hook your feet. If you're feeling real good, you can open up into a split. Kristen and I, twins over here. Fabulous. That's another tough one, so do what feels good for you. We're gonna go 3 more breaths there. If you fall, that's okay, no worries. Fall with a calm breath, with a quiet mind, smile, enjoy, don't get frustrated. And exhale, go ahead and release. Shake it out a little bit, guys. Go ahead and lay down flat on your back. If you would like to go to happy baby, feel free to do that. You can bend your knees, pull them in toward your chest, or you can just lay down flat on your back. I just don't want you to do what feels good for you. Sometimes when you do a lot of work with those upper body balancing poses, you want to rotate your wrists a little bit here. So some people notice it a little more through the wrists than others. Nice job. When you guys are ready, we're going to come up to a seated position. We're going to do abs this time. Legs are straight, arms come overhead. Use the strength of your arms and abs. Come on up to a seated position. Sit in a nice cross-legged position, and let's actually do a little bit of a stretch to release your wrists. So we're going to draw the back of your hands together. You're trying to keep the back of your wrist together. You bring it up towards your face, and then exhale, draw your hands down towards your chest, and that gives you a nice stretch across the front of your wrist. So we're just going for a couple good breaths there, releasing your wrist, because we're going to do more work with our arms, more work with our wrists here. And then when you're ready, exhale, go ahead and release that. So we're going to do a nice funky balancing pose, one of my favorites, but it's very, very challenging, so I want you to go to a level that feels good for you. When you guys are ready, we're going to float back into a table position. So there's 3 different steps, if that's the way we can say it, to this one. You're going to go back into a plank position. You're going to flare your right elbow out to the right-hand side, and as you lower down, you're going to bring your right knee towards your right elbow. If that's good for you, I want you to stay right knee to elbow. If that feels okay, kick your right leg straight, and if that still feels good, straighten through your left leg. I'm sorry, I'm kicking you, Kristen's kicking me, we're all kicking one another here. That's the way, Jason. So if all you can do is get your knee to your elbow, man, that's awesome. Smile, be proud of yourself, because boy, that's a hard pose. A nice scissor, lengthen. Lengthen foot to foot, so it's really coming from your feet. You're really engaging through your core. We're gonna go 2 more breaths there. Tina, you're so close. Kristen, yeah, that's awesome. Cody saying, oh my goodness, what am I doing in this class, Steph? I stepped on you. Release, shake it out a little bit, lay down on your stomach, drop back to extended child's. Man, do what you gotta do, release from that one. Enjoy it. If you fell, you may have noticed we all fell too, and that's okay. It's nice to fall. There aren't a lot of opportunities in life where somebody says, hey, you know what, it's okay to fall. So take that opportunity and enjoy it. Try and regroup, come back to a nice calm breath. And like I said, the fun thing is this is challenging for your upper body, challenging with flexibility through your hip flexor, through your core. You're working a lot, but you're paying attention to how cool the pose is, how fun the pose is, I hope. And forgetting how you're working all these parts and everyone's saying, no, I'm not. When you're ready, come on back up to a table position for a couple of breaths there. Same thing when you're ready. So you're gonna go back into plank. You're gonna lower down, flare your left elbow out to the left-hand side, bring your left knee forward. I'm gonna move so I don't get in anybody's way. If you can, straighten up through your left leg. And if you're feeling real good, kick your right heel up. And Cody looks at me like, I'm not feeling real good. You got a couple more breaths. Kristen, go girl. That's fabulous. Challenge your balance, challenge yourself. Engage your core, go foot to foot and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. That really makes the difference if you extend foot to foot. Kristen, that's awesome, man. When you're ready, go ahead and relax out of that. Some of you are relaxed out of it already. And rock back, extended child's, lay on your stomach, do whatever you need to do that makes you feel good. If you'd like to roll your wrists a little bit here, feel free to do that as well. That's real aggressive through the arms. I'm sure some people home are thinking, what am I doing with this class today? Just having fun, no worries. When you're ready, let's come on up to a seated position. I want to do that same wrist release again. So just sit comfortably. If you want to stay hips on top of heels, feel free to do that. Back of your hands come together and then slowly draw your hands down. Get that little bit of a release through your wrists. Beautiful. From there, go ahead and release that. Draw your arms up. Shake that out a little bit. Nice job. When you're ready, go ahead and lay down flat on your back. And just hang out a breath or two there. Again, if your heart rate has come up a little bit, see if you can calm your body. Just relax into the mat for a breath or two. Wonderful. From there, bring your arms overhead. Use the strength of your arms and abs. Come up to sitting. You knew I was going to say that. Let's get some nice twists in to give a little bit of release here. So when you're ready, I want you to bend your right knee. Keep your right foot flat on the mat. Nice job. Left hand swings around your right knee. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, take a look out over that right shoulder. So you're nice and tall through your spine. You're really relaxing through your shoulders. Your sit bones are nice and flat. That twist is coming mid-back, midsection. Let's go 2 more good breaths there. That's fabulous. Everybody looking much calmer now. And then exhale, go ahead and sweep towards center. Straighten up your right leg, shake it out a little bit. Left knee bends, same thing. Let's get a little bit of a twist in there. So right arm wraps around your left knee, left hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, look out over your left shoulder. Couple deep breaths there, guys. Nice job. Sit bones are nice and flat, shoulder blades are backing down. Every inhale, you lengthen through your spine. Every exhale, you deepen through your twist. And exhale, float back to center. Guys, I want to get one more balancing pose in. Let's go for a hard one, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and drop your right knee up toward your right shoulder. You're trying to hook your right shoulder in front of your knee. If you're feeling real good, you can hook your foot behind your head. When you're ready, hands drop to the mat. You're going to inhale, pick yourself up off the mat. Left heel tries to come up, but that's hard. So if you cannot get your left heel up, Cody's going, no way. If you cannot get your left heel up, that's okay. Jace, can you do that? Yes. That's the way. Couple more breaths there. So good on balance, strong through the core. Tina, fabulous. Exhale, release, shake that out a little bit. Some of you are thinking, oh, no way. When you're ready, let's go same thing on the other side. So left knee bends, bring your left knee up towards your shoulder. Hook your left shoulder in front. You're trying to get that knee up toward your shoulder. If you want, you can hook your foot behind your head. When you're ready, hands drop to the mat. Push through your hands, so you're trying to get your bottom off the mat. If you can, see if you can pick your right heel up off the mat. Nice job. So strong engagement through your core, long through the arms. Using legs, arms, core, man, you're using everything. Exhale, come on out, release. Cody, that's a hard one, no worries. You know this look like? Just get to it. And shake that out a little bit. Nice job, guys. Let's get another twist in here, so when you're ready, go ahead and lay down flat on your back. Nice job. I want you to bend your knees, pull them in toward your chest, and rock side to side, gently massage your lower back. Nice job. Open up your arms into a giant T, palms are downward. I want you to keep your knees bent in. You're going to roll your knees off toward the right-hand side so they come off by your rib cage. They drop all the way to the floor, so let your hips and knees extend to the mat. If you feel good, stay there. If you'd like a little more work, straighten through your lower legs, and you guys may all hit one another, so just be careful there. If you want, you can hook your big toe or big toes with your right hand, and you're looking over your left shoulder, so you're really trying to relax your shoulder blades back and down. And relax through your legs. So again, this should be a nice passive stretch where your legs are relaxing. They may be elongating, but it's a nice relaxed stretch. Sorry, Jace, I almost stepped on your hand there. 2 more nice breaths there. Every inhale, you may notice if you fill all the way up by your collarbones that your body pops up a little bit. And every exhale, sink deeply into the mat. So shoulder blades sink down, legs get nice and long. If you're strong through the core, keep your legs straight, roll back towards center. Otherwise, bend your knees and roll back. Everyone should end in center, knees bent, pulled in toward their chest. Rock side to side, gently massage that lower back. One last twist and we're done for the day. So go ahead and open up your hands into that giant T, palms downward. Roll your knees off toward the left-hand side. Once again, establish hips and knees. If you feel good there, I want you to stay there. Otherwise, straighten through your legs. You can hook your big toe or big toes with your left hand and look out over your right shoulder. So you're relaxed through your legs, relaxed through your torso. Every inhale you may notice pops up a little bit, and every exhale, your body sinks down and just melts into that mat. 2 more breaths there. Looking good, everybody. Utilize your breath with your body. After your second breath, if you're strong through the core, legs are straight, roll back to center. Otherwise, bend your knees, If you're tired, lay on down. If you want one last stretch, tuck your hands behind your hips, drive your heels up toward the ceiling, and slowly lower your heels all the way down. You're all doing it. I guess I didn't work you hard enough today. Once you get down there, you can release your hands out from underneath. Let's get ready for Shavasana. The final pose of class is the most important in yoga, called Shavasana. This pose is what you've worked the entire class to achieve, an exploration of stillness in action. As you lay on your mat, allow your entire body to come to rest. Let your feet flop open, bring your hands by your sides, palms upward. Close your eyes. Let your mind and body relax completely. The purpose of this time is to just be. Be still in your heart, still in your body, still in yourself. Try to remain in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes, finding health and harmony within. Thank you so much for your time and hard work today, guys. Namaste.